Okay, let's dive right in. The way potential clients find and, trust lawyers is changing in a really fundamental way. And this isn't just another marketing trend. We're talking about a massive shift, and it's all being driven by AI. We are truly facing a new crisis of credibility.
Think about this sentence for a second, because it really changes everything. Before someone even thinks about looking for a law firm, they're already getting their first questions answered by an AI. And this isn't some far-off prediction. This is happening right now, today. The first point of contact is no longer a search bar. It's a conversation with a machine.
And that leads us to the new rule for this new era. If that first conversation, that first consultation, is happening with an AI, well, then the only credibility that really matters is the one the AI can see. See, if the machine can't see you, the person asking the questions is never going to trust you. So here's the bottom line, and it's a pretty simple and frankly brutal equation. Recognition by AI is now the gateway to recommendation. If your firm isn't a trusted source in the AI's data model, you don't just get a lower ranking, you basically don't exist. This is the problem we're going to unpack right now.
All right, so let's break that down. Section 1, the first consultation. This whole thing starts with a really fundamental shift in how your clients are behaving.
Just picture it for a minute. Somebody has a legal issue, right? A contract dispute, a question about starting a business, anything. Their first instinct isn't to go type a bunch of keywords into Google anymore. Nope. It's to open up ChatGPT or Gemini and ask a direct question, just like they'd ask a person. They want an answer, not a list of websites they have to dig through.
And because clients are now asking instead of searching, the AI's role has totally changed. Which brings us to Section 2, the AI arbitrator. We are dealing with a completely new kind of gatekeeper here.
Now, what's really fascinating about this is the contrast. Search engines like Google, they give you a list of options. They rank websites based on SEO, and then it's up to you, the user, to do the homework and make a choice. Generative AI, it does the exact opposite. It synthesizes all that information and gives you an answer. It doesn't present a bunch of firms, it often names a single trusted authority. The power of choice is shifting from the user to the AI.
And this brings us to the most urgent question for any legal professional listening to this right now. When that potential client asks for help, when they ask for a trusted source, whose name is the AI going to give them? Is it going to be your firm? And this, right here, is the big aha moment. All that money and time you've spent on website design, on traditional SEO, it's becoming secondary. The AI couldn't care less about your firm's color palette. It is digging deep, evaluating the substance and authority of your legal expertise to figure out if it can actually trust you as a definitive source.
And if you fail that test, if you're not seen as a trusted source by the AI, the result isn't just a marketing problem. Oh no, this brings us to Section 3, the crisis of credibility, and the very real risk of just becoming invisible.
So the stakes are totally different now. It's not enough to just have accurate articles on your blog. It's not even enough to be well-regarded among your peers out in the real world. The new bar, the absolute requirement to stay relevant online, is that AI models have to be able to recognize, understand, and then formally cite your firm as a source of truth. And the alternative is, well, it's stark. In the old world of Google search, maybe you dropped to the second page. Bummer, but you were still there. In this new world of AI-generated answers, there is no second page. If you are not the cited authority, you are completely, totally invisible at that critical first moment. So let's be crystal clear about this. This is not about a new way to get leads. This goes way deeper. This strikes at the very heart of how law firms have always worked, on a foundation of trust, authority, and reputation. And if AI is the new front door to that reputation, then securing your credibility inside its systems isn't a marketing task, it's a professional imperative.
Okay, so that's the challenge, and it's a big one. So what's the solution? This brings us to our final section, the new authority. We need a new game plan, one that's focused on structuring your expertise specifically so an AI can understand it. Here's the new goal. We can call it AI-recognized authority. This is what we're aiming for. It's that state where an AI hasn't just scraped your content, but it has actively validated it, understood it, and trusts your firm's expertise so much that it will confidently cite you as the answer. So the mandate has officially evolved. For years, the goal was simple: build a great website for people. And look, that's still important, but it's not enough anymore.
The new foundational mandate is to build a layer of trust directly with the AI models themselves to make sure your expertise is represented accurately and authoritatively in their world.
And so we end right where we started, with the single most important strategic question your firm is facing today. After everything we've talked about, you really have to ask yourself, the next time a potential client turns to an AI for that first consultation, will it be your name they see?